What's up, everyone? It's a beautiful day, and today I thought I'd make a video on these Alpharex headlights. And the reason I want to make this video is because I've had a lot of people ask me about them, like, hey, what do you think about them? You know, what's your experience been with these headlights, and would you recommend them? So, you know, a lot of people that are interested in getting these for their trucks are asking me these questions. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with them, you know, how I like them, whether or not if I would recommend them. So, yeah, if you're thinking of getting these, I think this video will be helpful for you. And even if you don't have a Toyota, if you have a different kind of truck, I think this video is still going to apply to you, because this brand makes headlights for different trucks and they use the same materials and designs throughout different brands. So it's not just Toyota. So stick around, I think you'll get something out of it. And the reason I went with this brand for headlights is I really liked how it looks. I think it looks clean. It doesn't look like cheap, you know, low quality, budget, you know, Chinese parts. It looks pretty decent. And I've had no issues with them. I've had them for almost 2 years, probably right at 2 years. And I've had no issues with them. I don't have any complaints. However, I will point out that these are the pros. So with Alpharex, you have the pros, the Lux, and the Nova. And so this is the pros. Now, I do want to point out that these headlights, the ones I got, they came with a halogen bulb. So if you get Alpharex headlights, the pro version, they're not that bright, okay? So that bulb right there comes with a halogen bulb, and it's not that bright. Like, that is not bright enough for you to drive on at night. But there's also a very big difference in cost. So I got these on sale for low 400s, probably with tax, shipping, like high 400s. Like, that's what I paid for these headlights. I got them on sale. Now the Lux, I think they're in the 700-ish range. I'm not sure, I haven't checked, but I know the Novas are right at 1,000, right around that figure. So there's a big difference in price, but I will point out that sometimes, honestly, it might be worth it to pay more for the better ones, because this, I'm telling you, this halogen bulb is not bright. I'll play a video later, I'll show you guys what I mean. But like, if you're gonna have the pro versions, which is like the cheap ones, you're gonna need good fog lights, which I do have. So these lights right here, they're not street legal. Those lights will absolutely piss off oncoming traffic at night. I get people mad flipping me off all the time. It's funny, but it's a real thing. Like, if you're gonna have these headlights, the pros, with the halogen bulb, you're gonna need good fog lights, because you're not gonna be able to see well at night otherwise. Now, if you want to be able to see good at night without needing, you know, something like this, you might want to get the Lux. So the Lux is gonna have this same design, but it's gonna come with an LED bulb. It's gonna come, I'm not sure if it's LED or HID, but it's much better than what this one came with. And now, me personally, I did remove the halogen bulb and use an LED bulb, so I swapped it out, but that actually caused some issues, so I don't recommend it. So let me turn it on. So originally this came with a halogen bulb, but I replaced it with an LED bulb, and that actually gave me issues. So these headlights, when I first got them, they used to do the sequential like turn signal. They would like do a little thing, but now they don't do that anymore, which kind of sucks, because that's part of the appeal of these headlights. So if you see, turn signal's working, but not on the headlights. So if I go to the rear, see the turn signal works, but not on the headlights, which kind of sucks, because that's part of the appeal. That's like part of the cool factor of these headlights, is that they do the little animation. So I do apologize if there's any wind noise in this video, but I want to talk about condensation, or like water getting into your headlights. So right, so these headlights came with a halogen bulb, and I replaced it with an LED bulb. Now, for you to do that, there's a cap that you have to remove, and you have to take out the halogen bulb and then replace it with an LED bulb. Now, what I didn't realize is that that LED bulb was bigger than the halogen bulb, so the cap wouldn't seal, like, because it wouldn't fit. And so that's what caused water to get in my headlights. And it's not even a whole lot. Like, honestly, like, even if it rains, I don't see it. It's like on very rare occasions that I see condensation in my headlights. Like, it's not a common thing, but it happens. It does happen, and that also messed with my turn signals. So if you get these headlights, if you get the pros, the cheap ones, don't mess with it. I don't recommend you change the bulb in it. Just leave it as is, because it might give you issues. And that's something that I didn't realize when going into it. That's something that I didn't know I would have to deal with. So yeah, just to kind of recap, like, it just depends on what you want. Depends on what you want and what you're willing to pay. If you just want the look, you don't care that they don't light up at night, get the pros. If you want the look, you want this design, and you want like better lighting output, get the Lux. If you want like the best they have, get the Novas. They're like, they have the cleanest look, and also like the little like sequence they do is different. It looks cooler in my opinion. So it just depends on what you want, like, and what you're willing to spend. So yeah, I haven't had any issues. The only issues that I've had are because of what I did, because of I replaced the LED bulb. So I don't recommend it. Just leave it as is. But that's pretty much it. And then rigids. Okay, that's the Alpharex lights, and then this is my rigids. That's a huge difference. Like, you can't, like this, like the headlight, this is the headlights alone. You can't, like, literally you can't drive with this. I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, good fog lights come into play. High beams. Okay. Now, just for comparison, let me show you the rigids. Look at that. Huge difference. On the side shooter. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay blessed.